What is this strange figure that people are trying to figure out?
Residents there say they've seen unusual-looking creatures in the distance.
Oh, there he is. He's moving.
Hey, there's something strange. There's some knocking going on. We hear some screeches. They're not dogs. They're not coyotes. What could it be?
Among the countless unexplored species on the planet, there exist some that are far more weirder and unfathomable. Prepare to be amazed and unsettled by some of the weirdest things that were caught on camera, inexplicable moments that defy explanation.
Oh, dog, his mouth's open.
Neck moth.
This is a dinosaur. As you can tell, he's got the little legs with a long head. We're gonna see what he is.
A weird creature appeared in the man's yard, which passed through in September 2022. It had a very long neck, a very small body, and a very weird face with a long, elongated tail. That creature will not move unless man touches it with a stick.
Oh, dog, his mouth's open.
Then, in a flash, it bent its neck like an aggressive being. This weirdly bizarre appearance baffled the man, but he could not identify what it was, though it slightly looked like a curved-toothed geometer moth. This was all the more strange because it surprised him, making him both shocked and confused.
What is this? Look at that.
Poke its neck.
Neck. Oh!
Mutated pig.
No mames, mira.
One evening in 2021, when the man was driving through the road, that is the one thing he was to remember vividly. An unusual and unknown creature emerged with a background of darkness from the screeching tires. The face was so strange-looking and had no eyes.
Chupacabras, güey!
The entity being a mixture of animals, not looking like something known to him. It was smelly, limping, and its body was bloated. It seemed to be that the creature could not see him, but could sense his presence. The man observed closely and seemed like a mutt pig to him. Dual-mouth monster. One day, a man was passing through the woods in May when he saw an unusual view. It was a tunnel covered in mud and water. He looked inside and saw something lying there that was more unusual than what he had seen so far. The creature was an unsavory two-mouthed face, with the lower mouth moving while keeping still in the totality of his body. The thing apparently did something, but it did not seem to want to move. The man was shocked and curious at what he could not understand. He filmed the scene and walked away without identifying this bizarre being. Since then, the man has been haunted by the thing. Alien infant. During summer camp in 2020, one of the campers discovered something strange in the woods. He was on his way when he came across a shiny creature lying on the ground and bent over to take a close look. It is strange, yet really like some form of alien, complete with extraterrestrial features. He takes good time examining the whole entity, wondering if it could be animated, but couldn't find any signs of movement. It had an umbilical cord look-like attached to its belly. It led him to the conclusion that it must be a baby alien that deceased in some unknown tragedy. Twisted worm. Strange in form, like a worm entity was recorded on camera as seen storming aggressively at the person recording. His face was deformed and almost seemed like a mutation to his human-like features, adding to his scary nature. Bizarre behavior in attacking the camera left the man shocked and confused with what it was. As soon as that clip went viral on the web, many theories arose from it. Soon it was said to be an extraterrestrial, and others condemned it as a huge hoax. The video triggered much curiosity and debate across the globe, and the true identity of that eerie creature remained a mystery. Toothed warasubo. It was during the year 2023 when a fisherman tried to catch a fish but caught much more interesting something. The creature had something like an eerie marine appearance since its face was not visible by some kind of covering, but its sharp teeth were spot on and clear. Interested, the fisherman attempted to open its mouth using a stick just to see. He could not help himself to identify the creature, but the next fisherman who happened to go there took a glimpse and said it was a warasubo. That gave a twist to the catch, as the ocean always holds mysteries. Shadowless man spider. A man in Miami filmed a strange object while driving through a road late at night. In the footage, there is a strange creature crawling across the road. It looked like a spider, but it had a human body and was pale. What made the encounter even weird was that the creature had moved at such a high speed and failed to throw any shadow with its crawling. There was a shock due to this strange incident. He kept on wondering that if such a creature did exist, then where had the shadows fled? After what he had seen, he didn't move from his place and continued driving forward. Trunk gnomes. August 2010 was when a really disturbing incident was captured with the trail cam. The video captures a man running towards his car after noticing something entering the trunk. While opening the trunk, a strange creature lunged at his face and continued to bruise him. That time, 2 more such creatures came out. One came out of the trunk and another from the driver's seat. The guy was badly injured during the entire scene, and these creatures disappeared in a moment. The video proved that the creatures looked gnomes-like. The whole situation astonished the viewers with an understandable sense of unease, but an equal amount of curiosity towards understanding the nature of these elusive beings. Spooky encounter. Back in 2008, a camper was enjoying his journey in the forest. Reeling it, suddenly a noise came from the bushes. He turned around to see there was nothing. He moved closer as he heard again, and there you go. He saw something big behind a tree. A huge, bizarre mouth with a body having spooky tentacles on top of it. He changed the camera angle to have a closer look, and there he was shocked that he encountered a Hodag. The Hodag is a fearsome critter resembling a large bull-horned carnivore with a row of thick curved spines down its back. Monstrous mermaid. An odd creature was found in India, and it left researchers baffled. It had a humanoid body, a tail of a fish, and a distorted, monstrous face. The body of this creature was taken to the research center for study, where the confusing look started certain speculations of the experts. Researchers further made the assumption that the creature could be known by none of the previously known classifications as days passed, and after studying the creature, a theory arose that it could be a mermaid hybrid, an evolutionary mystery. People became interested in it, with each questioning of it's a true proof that ancient myths came to life. Its origins, however, remain unsolved. Mystic serpent.
Cuando se encuentra el cuerpo de un dragón tendido en el suelo.
The video, which began circulating at the end of February 2016, featured a person in South Africa discovering a huge, seemingly deceased creature in a forest. Individuals in biohazard suits were seen examining the dragon-like body, which looked impressively realistic. This made online rumors shoot up about the possibility that this was actual proof of a mythical creature. In 2021, another similar creature was discovered under similar conditions, and it was found that the 2 cases were a matter of the same entity, but deceased at different times and places. Experts have named it the Inkanyamba, a legendary serpent from Zulu folklore believed to live in waterfall lakes, considered dangerous if you make eye contact with it. Ocean find. In December 2022, a huge unknown creature washed up on a beach. Once the research team could get to it, it was passed on. But once they brought it into a lab to study it, that sparked strong debate among those who viewed it. People said that its look was the mythical Cthulhu, and due to its eerie and otherworldly features, people compared it with this creature. Then some said, maybe this is some unknown creature from the ocean. Such mysterious creatures have left people curious, while at the same time, researchers are searching for their existence in the darkest seas of the world. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Whale scrap. A man driving noticed something odd on February 28th, and he decided to record it on video. There was this huge crane that carried a massive entity covered with weird patterns on its surface. He took the footage, debating this issue with his friends. Some said it was whale-shaped, thus assuming it may be some kind of mystical whalish creature. Others dismissed it as tremendous scrap metal, while others kept guessing what it was all about. According to many varied opinions, however, the unusual sight provoked much curiosity over the nature of what the crane was carrying. Mudfish monster. An unknown creature was found on a seashore, covered with dirt of all kinds, and was quite large. Its body looked more or less similar to a fish's, but the face was too shocking and creepy. Coiled strings were wrapped around its neck, which made it look even more mysterious. A crowd gathered to record the findings and started speculating on the origins and nature of this creature, while the experts who had initially suggested that it might be a type of fish had given an opinion on the cause for such a deformed state. It was still unknown. Sand beast carcass. On May 9, 2013, a marine monster carcass was spotted on the beach of New Zealand. The body is huge and partly covered with huge heaps of sand and features an unusual gaping mouth and a body that appears joined to the remains around it. The body had a string-like attachment that might be a tail. The body's unusual look gained public attention and interest. People started raising questions as far as its origin and identity were concerned, and thus much speculation and theory started rising. Scientists are trying to attain more insight into its true nature. Horned dragon. In 2023, a scientist uploaded a video of a bizarre discovery that everyone viewed. Footage reveals a team inspecting the remains of a massive creature, lifeless and badly disfigured. Parts of its flesh are exposed, and its form resembles that of a dragon, though its head features a horn-like attachment. However, it could also be an ancient dinosaur, leaving room for doubt about its true identity. The team cautiously examined the creature, trying to find exactly what it was. This started an air of mystery about the creature, creating a high interest in people's minds. Would it be a new species or something far more unusual? The video alone left viewers in awe and unsettled with wonder. Rolling phantom. One night in Miami, a police patrol had become an event that was inexplicable when they observed something totally weird. They stopped their car at one of the sightings since, in the middle of the street, something of massive size, which was moving, approached them. The creature somehow twisted itself in some sort of weird and nasty way. None of them could ever remember even having come close to it. It was something else, certainly no known animal, but it was impossible to explain. The officers were surprised and puzzled at what stood before them. To this date, nobody has solved the mystery. Clone's demise. One video of a giant creature fighting for life in a remote place was surfacing in September 2013 and came to the notice of all across the globe. The video came with an image of a bizarre being, which had an elephant-like body with an unusual face. Since its appearance was odd, the girl tried to help her but was not sure as to how. The conclusion arrived after much research and analysis, stating that the creature was the world's first cloned dinosaur. Sadly, it died of unknown causes. The find, and especially its tragic end, raised general public interest and concern, asking about the differences and dangers of cloning prehistoric animals. Leaf octopus. A footage revealed a strange creature washed up on the shore in May 2023. The massive discovery had a large, red, leaf-shaped body with many legs. The investigative team from China inspected the bizarre creature by trying to figure out what it could be. Its peculiar shape made many believe it was a strange octopus, although no one had ever seen its kind before. Still, through all the studies that were conducted by the team, nobody has yet been able to verify its correct identity, and this gives public attention and puzzlement over such an unusual discovery. Unknown wanderer. A camper in Mexico had a shocking encounter with a mystery creature in January this year. It resembled that infamous chupacabra of local legend due to the freakish and creepy face it makes. Assuming that his discovery would be unbelievable to people, the camper pinned it down onto the ground, thus preventing its escape or potential vanishing act. He started recording the scene, which he was sure proved that he had come across something weird and unknown. The eerie appearance made him both shocked and fascinated, since the strange being remained a mystery to those who had seen the footage. Slimy Venom.
What the hell is this?
A strange and mysterious creature had appeared in Las Vegas, Nevada, and the whole world had paid much attention to it. The creature was black in color, slimy, and had many legs. Due to its movement everywhere, its size increased to such a stage that became more significantly uncomfortable. To the naked eye, to the onlookers, it looked simply like Venom from popular media, with many referring to it as real-life Venom. One needed really to be amazed and scared by its increasing size and strange texture. The weirdness had everyone speculating upon the origin and nature of this creature, pushing them further into the mystery of this beast.
What the hell is this?
Spider skeleton. An underwater video was posted by a diver lately, and people started watching this weird creature sitting on the sandy bottom of the ocean. It was footage of a living skeleton. Its face was skull-like, and its body was in the shape of a spider. This is called a necrocrab, an entity that has been under research for years, 500 years old. It is only known through its unique bone structure and exoskeleton. The necrocrab's dangerous attacks make it a threat to all life forms, marine as well as human. Divers are cautioned to stay away from its territory. Turtle bug. There was once a camper who discovered a giant bug inside Mammoth Cave. He picked it up by hand for closer examination. The creature had a top half of the body resembling a turtle, numerous legs, and an odd face with two horn-like protrusions right below its eyes. He would turn the bug over and over again, trying to guess what its real identity was, but could not make an identification. Such unique characteristics in this insect left him puzzled and interested. More significantly, he asked other people to tell him more about the mysterious find. Mysterious creature. It was the year 2023 when fishers went out catching some fish. However, it was just a group of them who happened to spot something astonishing. Instead of getting their catch, they spotted something strange. An unknown marine creature floating on the surface of water, which had a hairless head with two wing-like structures hanging from either side and a long, flat tail resembling the body. These fishermen were shocked and recorded and circulated the video through the internet. People were imagining the origin if it had resulted from deep-sea mutation or some unknown species. No one could identify the creature. It remains a mystery to this date. Fur beast lurker. This creepy video was posted by a YouTuber in 2022. One night, he was fishing in a swamp when something pretty scary became the center of his attention. His fishing stick was pulled into the water by some unknown creature. He wondered what it could be, and to know what was there, he used a chicken as a bait fish to catch whatever it was down there. A while later, this dreadful creature showed up. It was covered in thick fur and had this nightmarish face. He ran to the chicken, grabbed it, swallowed it whole, and then slid into the water and disappeared into the darkness. Deepwater wraith. Diving deep, a diver was shocked to meet a very cold creature at such an incredible depth of the sea. The video recorded shows it, having a fragile and jelly-like body with facial features from which elongated teeth gave an eerie look. Moving through the water, a spooky thing covered the eyes sheltering them. The diver felt amazed by what he had seen, and thereafter delved into researching the footage. He soon realizes that the creature is a siren, an imaginary creature in marine folklore. The experience does not leave the diver either fascinated with the discovery in the sea or at peace with it. Whispering nymphs. One day back in the 1990s, a fisherman who sat by the lake lost all interest in catching more fish as he noticed what seemed to be some animals under the water-covered rock shelter. Curious, he inched closer to what it was. To his amazement, he found pale creatures with long hair that he had never seen before. These beings seemed to be discussing amongst themselves in some kind of a conversation. These creatures were strange for the fisherman, who could not identify what manner of things they were. To this day, no one knows what these creatures were, leaving a mystery of this encounter lingering in man's memory. White mutant. In December 2021, a bizarre deceased creature was found, causing mass interest all over the globe. The creature was all white, and its appearance looked weird. Its face looked almost like an animal, though with a long body resembling a tail that had several more legs and feet attached to it. It looked like a deformed extraterrestrial being. Despite all efforts to identify it, no one could confidently say what the creature was or where it came from. The exceptional and odd appearance of this being could not be defined by so many people, making the mysterious nature of this unusual find even worse. Dirt walker. One day in the evening, a man was walking down the street. He noticed that there was something unusual walking in the middle of the street. Astonished, he picked up his mobile phone and started recording. The creature moved its body slowly by using its limbs for support. It was like an aged creature covered with dirt. He first thought that he was seeing something like a dog, since its bottom was like the lower part of a dog, but it had an upper half that was considered human. The scene seemed creepy and quite bizarre to see, and the man didn't understand what was happening, so he decided that it must be a skinwalker and kept filming in disbelief. Hairy skeleton. A man was shocked when his dog brought home an unusual skeleton. The skeleton seemed to be a woman. Long hair still kept on her, thus giving off the shock of being fresh and eerie at the same time. Though she was small in size, it led the man to stay confused about her identity. It could be a dwarf, but not sure. He could neither recognize who nor what it was made of, nor the bizarre nature of the discovery itself only heightened this confusion in him. He put the skeleton in exactly the place where he believed his dog had seen it, hoping now that he would forget everything related to that strange, disturbing incident. Hybrid mystery. An anonymous source posted a video made in 1959 in which an unusual creature is seen along New York beaches, washed up. This entity, with characteristics of various species, started speculation within the community. Many believed it might be a result of an experiment gone wrong. Rumors also spread like wildfire, as people guessed that it must have been an escapee from the Plum Island Biological Research Facility. Others thought maybe it was a cross between various animals. The troubling nature and unknown history of the creature keep on fueling interest in speculation till today. Voodoo serpent. In November of the year 2020, an odd creature was discovered by monks in Cambodia, but eventually wound up in a small village in Vietnam. The snake creature had quite baffled everybody with its awful head that resembled a voodoo doll. Its dreadful look made some say that it looked like Cheech being eaten by a snake, a view that sparks confusion and wonder. No one could tell what the thing was, even after numerous attempts. Its form had yet to be discovered by anyone, and its origin was unbelievable and weird to most of the people who witnessed the creature. Bear. A mysterious creature was found in 2022 deep in a cave. Its discovery left everyone in awe because it resembled a hairless bear with characteristics related to the back legs and the form of its skull, supposedly like that of a bear. It was astonishing because there was no fur on this creature, speculating that it might have been singed off because of fire. This is despite the bear-like features because it did not have fur. The skin was frighteningly pale, so pale that it seemed ghostly. Who this creature was and where it came from remains unknown to anyone. No one knows how it ended up in such a state or why. Pig dog. A news report in Mexico was about a particular dog with an unusual appearance. The head of the dog was more like a pig than that of a regular dog. This made it a fascinating case. As for its physical makeup, even though it had an odd head, it stepped its limbs around on 2 legs, just like every other dog. A man adopted it who thought it was a significant discovery. Very soon it was caught in the limelight of the public, and people were labeling it a mutated pig dog. Interest was not only in terms of features that make the dog unique, but rather in man's decision to take it home, which only increased the mystery surrounding this strange creature. Bloat being.
A gente achou isso agora no meio da nossa caçada.
It was a video shoot in Brazil in 2011. The body of an unknown creature is seen here. We can see the color texture of the creature in the footage. It had a strange shape with an inflated body form. The video is taking online attention, and people could not identify the entity.
Cadê o olho dele? Não tem olho não.
Is it an animal's body or some undiscovered species, or is it something else? Further proofs have not been found to validate this mysterious creature. We present this footage to you so that you may see it and decide for yourself. And until now, this mysterious creature continues to amuse people and cause debates.
Deus do céu, o que será isso? A gente achou aqui.
Strange hunch. A researcher captured on film a creature in a cave that is simply horrifying. In July 2014, in the video, a weird creature comes up from the black with a distorted face and a long, sneaky nose. It was seen as restricted in some isolated region, jumping at the researcher and smashing at him. However, the video just ended there, and what happened afterward was never known to anyone. Viewers speculated that the creature was a troll, with that species deriving from the mythology of Nordic folk culture. According to Old Norse sources, trolls are isolated in rocks or caves, dwelling in small groups and not being niceness personified towards humans. Monstrous manta. In the 2000s, a mind-chilling video grabbed the attention of many viewers as it filmed the odd moment that was recorded by a pilot from an aircraft. The video shows the appearance of a giant creature floating above the ocean with a long tail and quite an odd body. The military helicopters headed to investigate if this was a creature by trying to pick it up from the water, but it was too enormous to be lifted by humans. It sank into the ocean eventually. Underwater cameras were set up. To everyone's surprise, there was confirmation that the creature was a manta ray, but by all standards, this one was monstrously large and altogether bizarre. Kelp entangler. Recently, a video became viral and showed how a man lay down on the rocky shore of an ocean with some strange black creature. In the footage captured, one will find the many hair-like extensions from the creature, which are said to be long enough to catch him. It becomes pretty interesting, causing everybody to wonder what the man was up to with this bizarre entity. Some marine experts have weighed in and identified the creature as black kelp with extensions that resemble hair. Although she clarified this, people are drawn to the unusual appearance and behavior of the kelp as well as its interaction with man. Twirling humanoid. In 2023, trail cam footage managed to capture an odd creature that has created waves of curiosity among the public. The creature in the footage was hairless, almost mud-colored, with very long extensions of what seemed to be hair. Initially, the creature was spotted twirling on the road. Then it stood up and began spinning in this almost absurd manner. Its extensions moved in quite abnormal, unpredictable ways, leading to even more awful behavior from the creature. The video captured the attention of the viewers, but the video's nature and the purpose it served were not unveiled. Several speculations occurred about the creature that failed to identify the creature or explain what it was up to. Trapped monster. A bizarre video appeared online in September, which showed an enormous unknown creature held in some kind of weird plastic material. The creature was alive. Its large glassy eye blinked and its massive body shifted a little as it struggled against its restraints. What caught the eyes of people was its tremendous curved horns, like elephant tusks but strangely positioned below its eyes. The viewers had no idea what it was, as they began to speculate that it was an elephant caught in the plastic. But the final verdict ended up being something much more amazing than a living trapped mammoth, somehow preserved and awakened from another time. Open discussion. A TikTok video was circulated over the internet. This creature was so strange that it baffled the viewers at first glance. It resembled a deer with a full-face view, but when it turned to its front, it had two skull-like faces and weird attachments on each side of its head. Its body looked almost genetically mixed up between two of its species because their necks moved perfectly in balance. People were shocked and then blank about what this bizarre creature could be. The video was highly mysterious, and the whole world was curious without any clue about it because nobody had seen anything like that before. What do you think about it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching the video. Share in the comments and do like the video and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.